Welcome back to Cars of Sweden Live. We are at the HQ, here's Sean, and today we thought we'd look at a few BMWs, huh?
Yeah, I'm just going to give you a quick tour of some BMWs from the 60s and 70s. So this is a 2000CS from 1967. It's a 2-litre with a, this one's a renovation car. We've just sold it on the auction. Okay. You can see on the...
It's a nice noise.
Yeah, it needs a full renovation. But this is I think it's called an M10 engine. It's a 2-litre and it's a CS, so it's got twin carbs. This one's just been sold, but you know, it's got this nice style, coupe style. It had a big brother, which is the 3-litre CS.
Yeah, because this car is it's quite rare, isn't it? I mean, you don't see many of them on the road.
You see, I think you see more of the bigger one, the 3-litre CS or CSL, but you don't see so many of the 2-litre ones. They're kind of known for the front. If you look at the front of the car, they're known for, they're called like the shark nose.
Yeah.
So if you see the nose at the front.
Yeah,
like
exactly. I mean, this you've seen in magazines and stuff, haven't you? You've seen that nose on other cars, I'm guessing. You
don't see these often, but I mean, they're cool. And I mean, it's well worth renovating. The guy is going to do a full renovation on this car. He's going to have a nice car at the end of it.
If we were to think of what kind of series this was back in the day, what took over from this, if you know? Would it be like more a 3 or more a 5?
Oh, this would have been more a 3 Series style.
Right.
So taken over from the CSL would have been like the 850.
Right.
The coupes. So 840, 850 coupe. And the interesting part, this car was built by Carman. That's the same people as the Carman gear.
Right.
So this was built by Carman for BMW in Innsbruck.
Nice.
So,
I mean, you can see the design actually. It's got them silky lines, hasn't it?
Yeah, they're cool cars. So now we move from 1967 on our next adventure up in the BMW range.
Okay then, mate, so what we got here then?
Okay, this is a BMW 2000 from 1969, I think. I'll double check on that. But this is kind of like, if you want an equivalent, this was like the 5 Series. They call it the new series. They started off, I think, early 60s with a 1500 and 1800, and then a 2-litre, and then there was like a 2-litre TTI and stuff like that. So this was the base model 2-litre.
Right.
So this was the before they went onto the 5 Series.
Right.
And it was a really good seller for BMW in those days because they were struggling with sales. But this was like, you know, the family car, which is, you got a 4-cylinder, about 100 brake horsepower engine.
All right. Did they have the 6 out at this time as well then, yeah?
No, I don't think they did.
Right.
I think this was just 4 cylinders.
Right. So there was no performance BMWs back then.
They did like a TII or TTI, which is like probably with extra carburetors and stuff.
Right.
But it was like, you know, it was more like the family car in the BMW range. So you got 4 doors, quite plush interior for those days.
Right.
Now this car is coming up we're going to put this on the auction soon, so this is a really good example. It's rust, it's been saved from rust, but you can also see it's had when you see these little black holes here, that means it's had a rust treatment. So they drill the holes and they spray inside
Pump
the car.
in a bit of grease and stuff, yeah?
They wax oil it inside.
Right.
And so if you ever see these on a car, that means it's had a rust.
All right, so they're not there from the manufacturer then, no?
That means they've had you can see here, where they sprayed in the sills as well.
Right.
So if you see these little black dots on cars, that means they've been treated.
Right.
So I mean, this car's been saved in a good condition.
I mean, you can see like it's kind of like a BMW 5 Series because there's a lot of room in it. There's a lot of thought gone into the size of the car.
I mean, it's still quite small compared to a 5 Series now. Even when we look at the other one in a minute, it's still quite compact.
Yeah.
But not like the smaller model there.
Right. Got a lot of boot space in there as well, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah. This was a popular seller for BMW in those days.
Yeah, it's really deep. It goes right back as well.
You don't see these anymore, neither. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these for sale.
And what was this model? What's the name of this model?
BMW 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay then, Sean, so third BMW of the day.
Yeah, this is like 10 years on from the 2000CS. So this is 1977, 5 Series, and it's the 528i. And this car has been, yeah, it's been well kept. It's just come in, so it's not cleaned or fixed. So we're going to need to do a reconditioning on it. But there's the 2.8 litre. I think they had about 160, 170 brake horsepower. It's quite a lot in those days.
Right, and it's a 6-cylinder as well. So this is when the 6-cylinders started to be more common.
So they started production when that production on the 2000 sort of series, the new class 2000 ended. I think they ended in like 1971, and I think they started with the 5 Series from 1971, 1972, all the way up to 1981.
All right. So around this time as well, there must have been like a 3 Series around as well, then, eh?
Yeah, there was I think this is the E12.
Okay.
The classified, and then it came with the 3 Series below that.
Yeah.
This car was from the north of Sweden, so they don't use any salt in the north because it's too cold. Yeah. So it's been saved well from rust. There are a few small blemishes, but nothing bad on the car. It's had a few extra fitted, which is not right, but it's got the goddamn awful BMW steering wheel. That's not original, but I've got the original one, which got to refit that.
I mean, that's a little bit silly putting that in such an old car.
It's been styled over the years, and it's got these speaker holes here, but we've got new door cards for that, so we can fix that. But overall, it's quite a solid car. Not sure exactly the date on this one, but this one and the white one both come up for auction, and the black one was sold.
Right. Excellent insight and a little history lesson on
a little bit of the sort of 60s, 10 years space between 67 to 77.
Excellent.
More to come.
Right. All right, thanks for that, Sean. We're inside today because outside it's just loads of snow.
It's too cold.
And it's cold. But we'll be back out again soon. So
we can do an update on these two when they're ready.
Yeah, exactly. See how well they did on the auction when they get on there.
Take them for a drive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it would be nice getting out in a 2.8i. Yeah. Just see how that 6-cylinder moves and sounds.
Exactly.
Right, but so don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you liked it, and come back later for some more videos. And yeah, so it's goodbye from me and it's goodbye from Sean.
Adios.
Bye-bye.